the 8,400-year-old Mesolithic figurine of Azerbaijan. In the cool hush of Damjili cave, centuries of sediment have kept hidden a secret that's poised to reshape our understanding of early human creativity. Imagine a narrow tunnel, its walls slick with moisture, the air thick with the echo of dripping water and the whisper of history. Here, under the precise beam of a headlamp, Azerbaijani and Japanese archaeologists have uncovered a treasure both tiny and monumental. An 8,400-year-old stone figurine carved by Mesolithic hunter-gatherers, predating the dawn of agriculture by centuries. In April 2025, the Damjili International Archaeological Expedition delved deeper into the cave's labyrinthine chambers, extending their survey beyond areas previously disturbed. While earlier seasons had revealed flint tools, hearths, and animal bones, evidence of repeated, seasonal occupation, nothing prepared the team for the moment when a carved sculpture emerged from an undisturbed lair. Nestled beneath a hearth filled with charred oak and juniper, alongside microlithic blades and fragments of red ochre, lay a diminutive sandstone figure barely 5 centimeters tall. Radiocarbon dating of associated charcoal and bone fragments places this figurine between 6,400 and 6,100 BC during the late Mesolithic, when local communities still roamed the Kura River Valley, following migratory game herds and gathering wild plants. At first glance, its silhouette is deceptively simple. A gently rounded head, tapering shoulders, a narrowing waist and hips, an abstract human form devoid of explicit facial features or exaggerated anatomy. Yet, under high magnification analysis, subtle tool marks emerge. Fine incised lines around the crown suggesting hair or headdress. A shallow horizontal groove at midsection, hinting at a belt or garment fold. And a slight ridge at the base implying a tiny pedestal. No trace of pigment survives, but the ochre found in the same sediment layer suggests that our ancestors may once have painted or ritually anointed this little statue. Why would mobile hunter-gatherers invest precious time and effort to sculpt such an object? For decades, scholars tied the rise of figurative art to Neolithic farming societies, beginning around 7000 BC in the Fertile Crescent. Clay Venus figurines, often voluptuous and seated, abound at early agricultural sites and are interpreted as fertility icons, household deities, or talismans. Yet here, at the cusp of Neolithic influence and in a region still dominated by foragers, we find symbolic art emerging from a fully mobile context. Ancient DNA analyses from contemporaneous sites in the South Caucasus reveal remarkable genetic continuity. Mesolithic groups persisted for millennia, even as waves of farmers migrated from the Fertile Crescent. The Damjili figurine may therefore represent an indigenous artistic tradition, one that endured alongside, and perhaps subtly informed, the decorative styles of newcomer communities. Its abstraction suggests that it was not tied to a specific deity or literal portrait, but served as a universal symbol, perhaps a personal totem, an ancestral spirit, or a mnemonic device used in storytelling. The excavation itself unfolded with surgical care. Each centimeter of sediment was removed and sieved. Every flake of charcoal, bone, and ochre was catalogued and dispatched to laboratories in Baku and Osaka for independent verification. In Japan, 3D micro-CT scanning revealed details invisible to the naked eye. Microscopic flake scars indicating repeated honing of the edges, a concave depression on the figure's back, hinting that it was meant to be held, and tiny pittings consistent with prolonged handling. Geochemical analysis confirmed the sandstone was sourced from nearby river cobbles, stone smoothed over millennia by water, chosen perhaps for its tactile quality as much as for availability. Comparisons with European Mesolithic art highlight the figurine's singularity. In Western and Northern Europe, bone and antler carvings often depict animals or human figures with naturalistic detail. Upper Paleolithic Venus figurines exaggerate feminine features to emphasize fertility. The Damjili statue, by contrast, is austere and portable, an emblem of the mobile artistic impulse that thrived before and alongside settled farming. It pushes back by at least 5 centuries the earliest known symbolic sculpture in the South Caucasus. Context deepens the drama. Damjili Cave perches in a karst landscape of the Middle Kura Valley, its chambers offering shelter from harsh winters and a base camp for seasonal hunters. The presence of red ochre, a pigment frequently associated with ritual and burial, hints that this space transcended mere habitation. It may have been a sacred enclave for ceremonial acts. Placing the figurine beneath a domestic hearth suggests a convergence of the sacred and the everyday. Art was not confined to distant sanctuaries, but integrated into the rhythms of daily life. Field Director Dr. Yaqub Mammadov, leading the Azerbaijani contingent, reflects on the find's significance. This figurine challenges our neat division between hunter-gatherers and farmers. Even in mobile societies, people crafted objects imbued with meaning, symbols that endured across seasons and generations. Art was alive long before pottery or villages. Ongoing excavations aim to determine whether this sculpture was a one-off masterpiece or part of a broader artistic tradition. Early hints from adjacent chambers suggest other fragments, perhaps pieces of similar figurines or carved tools, await discovery. Meanwhile, interdisciplinary teams in Baku, Osaka, and Cambridge are collaborating on a pan-Eurasian study of Mesolithic symbolism, comparing the Damjili find with cave art motifs and portable objects from Anatolia, the Levant, and Central Europe. For viewers, the Damjili figurine offers a front-row seat to the dawn of human art. Envision standing in the cave's dim light, flint chisel in hand, feeling the cool grain of river-smoothed stone yield to a purposeful touch. Picture the reverent hush as the finished figure is placed beside a crackling hearth, perhaps marking a rite of passage or an offering to unseen spirits. Through this lens, prehistoric life comes alive, not as a distant abstraction, but as a world of intention, creativity, and emotional depth. As digital reconstructions circulate in academic publications and social media, debates ignite. Was the figurine a teaching tool, a children's game piece, or a valued ritual object? Did it travel far from Damjili Cave, exchanged among clans along ancient routes? Future digs, residue analyses, and experimental archaeology, replicating Mesolithic carving techniques, will continue to unearth answers. Beyond academia, the figurine resonates with anyone who's ever shaped clay, sketched on paper, or crafted a keepsake. It embodies our universal desire to externalize inner worlds, to give form to memory, belief, and identity. For 8,400 years, it lay silent. Until now, when its delicate curves speak across millennia, reminding us that the spark of imagination is one of humanity's oldest and most enduring gifts. If you've been captivated by the story of the Damjili figurine, subscribe now and ring the bell to join our journey into the vault of forgotten mysteries. Share your theories in the comments below. What do you think this ancient sculpture meant to its creators? Your support helps us unearth more hidden chapters of human history. Until next time, keep exploring.